What's going on, guys? It's Hunter here, and today we're going to be going over my UFC Fight Night Santos versus Walker picks. This is only going to be the main card. I'm not going to be doing the prelims or anything like that. And probably anytime there's a fight card on the weekends, for the people who's brand new to UFC and doesn't know, they do their fight cards and fight nights on Saturdays. So if there's a fight night on a Saturday or a fight card, I'll be doing the main event predictions and my picks on here. And on my channel, you can use them for what you want, regardless if that's betting or just having fun with friends like I do. Then you can take my picks and see what we got. Okay, normally I'll have my record in the past week right there below the picks, kind of where my face comes at. But this week, obviously it's my first week ever doing it, so obviously I have no record from last week. And I'll have an overall record below that one. Also, another thing about my face cam, it's there, okay? It's in the bottom. It's my first time doing this, so cut me a little slack. I don't know how good my face cam's at in the position, so if it's covering up something, I'll still go over it and give you guys my best thing. I don't think it should be covering up anything, but hard to tell. Okay, so let's get right in here to the first fight. We got Alexander Hernandez versus Brendan. Okay, Alexander Hernandez is a negative 550 favorite. Okay, my pick, I'm gonna go with Hernandez for this. Okay, I think one, he's just too good. Okay, Brendan's not even really that good, but he's newer, and I really have a lot more faith in Hernandez in this fight. My pick is Hernandez. I do think he'll get a good decision, though, with it being 3 rounds. I don't think Hernandez will knock him out, as I don't think, a lot of people think Hernandez has these big, powerful arms, and I really don't think he has that, but I think he's just the better fighter in general. My confidence is okay in this. I could definitely see, I think negative 550 to plus 400 is a ridiculous spread, especially when Hernandez hasn't looked the best in his last fight, or the fight before his last, and his last fight was a cupcake. So I think Hernandez should honestly bring down maybe until like the negative, honestly, maybe the negative 275 range. Negative 550 is ridiculous. So maybe if you want to drop a little cash on Brendan, maybe, but I really don't see the upset here. I'd probably stay away from it. Going into our next fight, we got Ladd versus Chasiano. Okay, there's some beef with this fight. There's some beef. Okay, so Ladd canceled on her last time, and Chasiano's not very upset, or she's upset about it. She's saying it's not, it's not professional and things like that. Okay, but I'm still gonna go with Ladd here. I still think Ladd is the better fighter, regardless of beef. I didn't know there was, when I made these picks, I didn't know there was beef there. And my confidence was good in this, and now I would probably drop my confidence to okay to good, like decent. That's kind of, it's like in between okay and good. I just think Ladd's just maybe too good of a fighter for her. I do think negative 260 is ridiculous odds as well. Now this would be one maybe you could drop a little cash if you're a betting guy on Chasiano. But I'm telling you, Ladd is just, I still think Ladd's the better fighter, and I actually think she'll win by knockout in round 3, as Ladd's arms are just, her hands are just so powerful, and she has a lot of volume, especially to be a girl fighter. So impressive there. Like I said, my confidence is more decent than good, but I have good on there just because it's really before I knew they had beef in this fight coming into it. Okay. Next pick. All right, we're getting into the bigger boys now. Okay, we got Kurt Nivov versus Jot Co. Okay, I'm butchering these names, but it'll be okay. All right. Jot Co is opening up as the favorite here, but this is one I would definitely put money on. Okay, I got Kurt Nivov winning outright, so that plus 125 I would drop money on if it was me. If you are betting, that's my pick as well, like I just said. And I got submission on round 1. I think he's going to submit him, and I think he'll be early. I think Jot Co might be better on the feet. He actually probably is. But I think Kurt Unov, whatever his name is, we'll actually be able to get him on the ground and handle him, hopefully. So that's why I got that pick there. My confidence is pretty good in this one. I actually think I think he has a good shot to win. I really do. I don't feel any weirdness about picking this fight. So hopefully that doesn't come back and get me. Coming in next, we got Alex Oliveira, Cowboy, versus Niko Price. Okay. Price is a negative 170 favorite, and Alex Oliveira is a plus 145. Okay, I had awful time picking this fight, but I thought whoever was going to win was going to be a knockout. And I think Alex Oliveira, I don't know their ages. I should have looked that up. I don't know how old either of these guys are, but I know fight-wise, Alex Oliveira is a lot older. And I think Niko Price is still young. I think Niko Price had a better chin, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go Niko Price, and I went with KO round 1. Like I said, whoever won this fight, it was going to be a knockout. I would say completely away from this fight if I was dropping money. My confidence is super bad on this fight. I don't have like either guy showed a clear advantage. I just like Niko Price. He's a little bit younger in his fighting age, day wise, and he's looked better recently. Let's fight. I think this is the co-main. Kevin Holland versus Dakias. Okay. Kevin Holland opens up as a -160 favorite, and I agree with that. I'm picking Kevin Holland to win. I think his hands are just too good. Now, the question really does land, though, has Kevin Holland made improvements with his ground game? Can he keep the fight standing? I'm going to say yeah. I think he has made improvements. I think he'll be able to keep the fight standing here. Dakias isn't the best on the ground either. He's good, but he's not the best. So you would think if Kevin Holland keeps this fight standing, why would he knock him out? I think Dakias has a decently good chin too. It's not awful. So yeah, so I'm gonna go Kevin Holland. 3-round fight. I think it'll be decision. I think neither guy gets gassed, but my confidence is bad though on this, just because Dakias wrestling, and I don't know how good Kevin Holland is. So if you're again a betting person, I would stay away from this fight. You don't know how good Kevin Holland has gotten on the ground if he can be able to keep this fight standing. And if you're Dakias, you're looking to take this fight to the ground immediately. You do not want to be standing with Kevin Holland. He does not get enough credit with his hands. He is really good with his hands. He is. He hits fast and hard. Main event: Theogo Santos versus Johnny Walker. What a weird main event. You know, usually this would be like a co-main one, but I think just because it has the potential to have fireworks, even with Santos' last 2 fights being sleepers, I think that's why it's the main event. But I'm going with the underdog here, okay? Santos opens up as a -160 favorite. I think he looked so bad his last fight. He just wouldn't let his hands go. I think maybe that injury did something to him, and I think it was his one run. And I think Johnny Walker, even though Johnny Walker has showed to have an awful gas tank, that could be where Santos wins this fight, is later in the round, especially if it being 5 rounds. But I actually think Walker catches him and starts him early here. And I'm picking Walker KO in round 1, and my confidence is pretty good in this one. Okay, so if I'm a betting guy, and if I was dropping money, I would go with the +135. I like Walker here. I really do think he's going to catch Santos early and put him away. He might not. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you're taking Walker in this fight, you might want to start, rocking back and forth, shaking those legs a little bit, getting a little nervous when it starts going into round 3. Or if it's like round 2.5 and you see Santos definitely ain't getting knocked out unless something crazy happens. Then you're gonna be in danger, because I think Santos definitely has the better. Santos' gas tank isn't too good either, but I think it's better than Walker's, because Walker comes out doing a bunch of crazy stuff and tries to knock him out instantly. So it's also a good chance Santos is looking for that right out of the gate and avoids it completely. But maybe if he avoids it, that'll give Walker the first 2, maybe even 3 rounds. Walker has to work on his gas tank, and I'm kind of banking on if it goes past round 1, which I don't have it going past round 1. But if it does go past round 1, I'm banking on Walker being able to scratch out 3 rounds and win this fight. Alright guys, those are my picks for Santos versus Walker Fight Night this Saturday on ESPN and ESPN Plus. I think prelims are on ESPN and the actual Fight Night's on the ESPN Plus. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, video tomorrow. Go follow the Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, all in the description below. I would appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.